Here's another example of a code of conduct course that has multiple topics. You can see in here there's info security, communications, respect in the workplace. I'll show a couple examples in this instance. Each one of these has a different interaction. And first we'll go into info security. And in this interaction, your job is to find 6 potential workplace issues. You're able to scroll around the workplace. We can make this look however your workplaces typically look like. And you can zoom in on areas. So for instance, if I head over here by the copier where there's actually a desk, I can zoom in. And I do see that it looks like there's a password sticky that's just sticking on somebody's desk, so that's obviously an issue. And your job then would be to explore. Now, per our discussion about text on the screen, you can see there's very little. It relates to the scenario. Your job is to go right into the interaction and figure out what might pose potential security risks. I won't go into this for the sake of keeping this movie short, but after you've done that, you need to then identify why these things were actually security risks. I'll hop back out to the menu here, and I'll go into the communications social media interaction. In this case, you're going to get a bunch of emails, and these could be either communications going out or communications coming in. Maybe you're looking for some phishing emails to identify what to do with them. In this case, this is an email that's been constructed. You need to figure out whether you're going to be able to send this or edit it. We could switch it around where you could choose to either delete it, forward it. Maybe you have a security or phishing department within the organization that all things need to be forwarded to so they can check the legitimacy of it. So that can be changed. In this case, it's either edit or send. I'm going to choose that I think I want to edit this one. And I did catch there is a problematic phrase in this email. And when I do that, it's going to bring up what it is that I need to identify and change. And also with that, I need to figure out what the actual issue is. So am I exaggerating? Is it not a fact? Is it something that's a legal potential issue? And you go through the interaction that way. There's multiple scenarios that come up. And then the final one I will show you within this one is a conflict of interest interaction. And in this case, this is built with a scenario based, and there's scenarios that play out. And what's interesting about this is that you're not just picking the right answer whether you should disclose or not disclose based on what's going on here. There's different levels. So sometimes it's a maybe, sometimes there's not a conflict, and sometimes there's a definite conflict. And you have to determine where actually it is in this. So in the scale, there might be an action of either don't disclose or disclose, but with it, there's other actions that come as a result of it. Now in this particular case, he's planning for a department holiday party. It's late fit. Need to maybe go to his, his brother Dan has a catering company. And that's possible. You can do that in their case. So it's not under no circumstances. It's not an unfair advantage, but it's something that requires proper handling and a process that you would go through to figure out to make sure that there isn't a conflict of interest. So you may choose to disclose, which ultimately would be the right answer, but you've picked the right level within that on how to do. And then once you do that, you actually see how it plays out, whether you got things wrong or correct, and how that actually played out internally.